Hello, everyone, and welcome to the final installment of Gods of Metal Ragnarok before the Kickstarter launches this Monday, January 25th. I am your metal mistress, Markia McCarty, and I am so looking forward to continuing this adventure with the soon to be heavy metal legends. Yeah. So, before we continue forward and do our recap with everything, let's go ahead and have each of these excellent avatars of metal introduce themselves. Starting with Michelle, if you can introduce yourself and then also your character that you will be playing in Ragnarok for us tonight, followed by your righteous cause.
Cool. Hello, my name is Michelle Wynn Bradley. You can find me everywhere on the internet at I am Chubby Bunny. I am on Hunter's Entertainment channel every Tuesday doing zombie times with Markia and some other fun folk. It's a lot. And Nox as the GM. You can find me on Wednesdays over on the Twitch channel of Official Paizo, doing their Pathfinder 2e beginner box. And starting on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we are debuting the show called Hollow's Last Hope, which is the Pathfinder 4 Savage Worlds collaboration kit that they are making for Kickstarter. It's the first look at the game. It's really exciting. We pre-recorded everything, so the actors will be in chat, and it's really fun. So that'll be on twitch.tv/PEGINC, Peg Inc. Anyway, it's on my Twitter. Just that's what I'm doing. Okay, and what I'm doing here is I am my avatar's name is Hexus, all capital letters, 3 X's. It's very good. My god or goddess, maybe just genderless, is Anzu Baba. We keep forgetting how to say that. My position is Howler, and I believe we have another Howler in our group today. Oh, I'm basically really hairy, sort of a slovenly hair metal person that just likes to hype people up with their voice. I have a cool siren lance that it's actually, a siren harp. It unleashes the screams of the undead of the wildebeest. When I strum it, I cast disintegration that does narcotic damage. It's super good. My outfit is the hair from my kills made into a wondrous hair cloak that covers all of me. So I'm sort of like Cousin It, just rolling around. And it summons animals for me. And I have an accessory, which is the spines of evil mortals I have defeated. That's sort of like under my hair, I guess. And that gives me either a speed boost or a summon crowd level 1. And my, what was the name? My righteous cause, that's what it is.
Yes.
Nurture the weak and defeat the evil and the strong.
Yes.
That's me.
Continuing forward, Alquin, welcome back. Please introduce yourself, your character, and finish off with your righteous cause.
I'm Alquin Gersh. You can find me and the projects I'm working on Twitch or Twitter under the name Different Elves. That's different_elves. Right now, I'm on a show on Thursdays on the D&D Twitch channel before Critical Role that is called A Darkened Wish. We're finishing up our 3rd season of that, so come check that out. There's some great people on that show. I'm also working on a supplement for Outbreak Undead for Hunter's Entertainment, if you like Outbreak Undead, called Danse Macabre, which is a Black Plague, a late medieval set take on the setting. Today I'm playing Invasive Procedure, is the name of my avatar. He's kind of like a sort of Edward Scalpel Hands, sort of Hellraiser Cenobite type, very inspired by grindcore, gore grind, and technical death metal. So bands like Carcass, Cattle Decapitation, that sort of thing. My weapon is I have sort of hands that have medical instruments as part of them, hence this stuff. So scalpels, syringes, those sort of things. I've got my outfit is sort of these flowing robes in medical green that are spattered with blood. I have a piece of gear called the Grimoire of Agony, which is a sort of mystical codex of anatomy. My tone, the god I follow, is Calamity, and she's a pretty awesome metal death god. She's like the domains of water, law, and death. My position in the band is I am a Blutguard, which are kind of cleric-y, defense, healing sorts. But I mean, they should be able to kick some ass too. We'll see. My Mundania persona is Ambrose Fisher, who is an overworked mortician at a funeral home owned by his grandparents. And my righteous cause is reshape the flesh and then purify the soul. So I'm using surgery to augment and purify both my allies and enemies. So watch out.
Excellent. Cynthia, please, yourself, your character, your cause.
Hello, I'm Cynthia Marie. You guys can find me on Twitter at CynDancer or Instagram Cynthia__Marie. I guest star in a whole bunch of different shows, but you guys may know me as Nellie G on LA by Night, which is a Vampire the Masquerade show on World of Darkness. Anyways, tonight I'm going to be playing Violet Vapors. She is this sultry mover and shaker. She's very charismatic, loves to flirt with everybody. That looks amazing. Let's see here. My tone or my goddess is Shrika. And my position in the band is chord master, so kind of like that like monk type. So she's very much a mover, fighter type person. My chosen weapon is the Diamonds and Pearls staff that we just found out can also kind of turn into 2 batons and start drumming on things. So like keeping the rhythm section going. Yeah. And my righteous cause is light the way with epic expression.
Nice. Bonnie, yourself, your character, your cause.
I have so many things to list. Hi, everyone. My name is Bonnie Gordon. You can find me all over social media at Bonnie Bell G. You can also check out my nerdy parody band at Library Bards. Jazz hands. You can catch me on Q Times Twitch channel on Monday nights on the Star Trek RPG show Clear Skies. I also guest on a bunch of other TTRPG one-shots and random things. I have some other announcements that are coming up that I can't say yet, but what I can say is who I am tonight. Let's go through that. My character's name is Ambient Serenity, the Queen of Fury. She is a howler, and her tone is Shrika. My weapon of choice is a golden spiked microphone. It is a ranged weapon, so don't get too close, or I might blow your ear drums. Hey. Yes, my outfit. I have golden plate armor, and I have a golden cape as well that gives me some speed and allows me to summon the spotlight away from others. So I am the center of attention. But in the Mundania world, I am Myrtle Bunstockings, CEO of Gray and Binge Legal Consulting. Thanks. That's about it. I think that... I have a thing. What do I have a thing? I have a righteous cause. That's right. I'm learning. I'm picking this up. My righteous cause is demolish the silence.
All of these righteous causes.
Yes.
I feel like it's almost like you're a band that's all together. So for me, for places you can find me here on Tuesdays, like Michelle said, we do happy, fun zombie times. It's so feel good times. You should join on those Tuesdays. Oh, today's opposite day because it is not feel good times. It's dark and dramatic and cathartic. So try that on Tuesdays. This upcoming Sunday, I'll be on Apocalypse Planning on the Walking Dead AMC Twitch channel. Check that out. That'll be at 3:30. And then on Tuesday, right before I do Happy Not So Fun, was like Fun Not So Happy Times with Michelle on Tuesday at 6. At 5 p.m., you'll catch me on Blurred Girl Live. So it's basically just a clicking of a Twitch channel. So with that, we're going to continue this epic heavy metal journey that we have started together. Some joining in for the first time, but all of us just about to rock it. So last time on Gods of Metal, Ragnarok, Masquerade of Madness, Hexus found themselves trapped in the middle of a hostile mosh pit. The band Angel Witch, who Hexus's band had gone to be security detail for Angel Witch, had even befriended them, it seemed, at the Goldenrod earlier during the VIP party, were betrayed by them as Angel Witch laughed and turned the crowd against them. However, Hexus was not about to be standing alone against this crowd of sellouts when invasive procedure, violet vapors, and also virulent roar came from the crowd, and each in their own way took out the trash, as only heavy metal people can do. With this new possible band around them, Hexus, violet vapors, invasive procedure, and virulent roar then were besought by a dragon, a sentient dragon named Rufus, who was happy to help and completely accepted their place in the food chain, which is at the bottom. Because dragons are not badass and Ragnarok. They're basically flying rats or flying food. Our band continued forward, trying to get to Angel Witch, but Angel Witch disappeared into their very, very difficult to get in, even when you're on the list VIP chamber up in the upper reaches of Hull House. As they continued forward through the different rooms of Hull House, they realized a number of things. For one, they were definitely the rockers that they always knew that they would be. After Violet Vapors expertly flirted and seduced with a person in the hair metal glam room, specifically JJ, the Onyx Diva, they were able to find out exactly how they could go further into Hull House, into the inner sanctum where they would once find Angel Witch. As they got closer and closer to this inner sanctum, they were then stopped by what appeared to be a multicolored velvet rope that was sentient. Quickly, they discovered that one of the most horrific downers that could happen to anyone, whether heavy metal or not, this legendary creature had taken over the velvet rope. We will only refer to them as the Wren. The Wren, who believes that everybody needs to have a permit, whether or not they should exist in that space, tried to disillusion and dispel our band. But quickly, with some heavy metal rocking, they were able to cast the Wren aside. And then, along with that, bypass the gauntlet of truth, the gauntlet of lore, and have access into the inner sanctum that is Angel Witch. That entire time, our band was unaware that they were being followed. A glittery golden figure, the presence shining around them. It's almost interesting that they didn't realize that they were being followed by Ambient Serenity, Queen of Fury, who had been about to jump into the fray during the mosh pit, but everything was so quickly dealt with, they decided to bide their time and see exactly what this band could do. As each challenge was mastered, they became more and more confident that this was a crew that could probably hang with Ambient Serenity. As Hexus, Violet Vapors, Invasive Procedure, and Virulent Roar entered into the inner sanctum, Ambient entered right behind them, standing off to the side, watching Rufus, their dragon slash mascot slash thinks they're the leader of the band, fluttered around them, spiked hammer in their claws as everybody faced Angel Witch within their inner sanctum. And that is where we are starting our final installment in Masquerade of Madness. Hexus, Violet, and Invasive. You're standing there next to Virulent when all of a sudden you start noticing that they're beginning to twitch. A low rumble is coming from within Virulent's body. And at first you think this is more like a growl of battle, a growl about to go into the fray. But then it keens off, and Virulent keeps twitching. Someone give me a notice roll.
I will notice for the team, or we can all do it. Whatever.
I think you may need a second opinion.
Okay, definitely for sure. I got only 2s and 3s.
I mean, I guess I can roll too.
Yes, go ahead for it.
I see nothing, only revenge.
I didn't get any 4s, but I did get a 1.
Oh God.
So you are going to take 2 4s from Violet. Okay, so invasive, you're going to take 1 feedback. Put that into your personal pool. Ambient Serenity, if you have any 1s or 4s, 1s are feedback, which is a failure. 4s are tribute.
How many do I roll?
For you are going to be rolling your notice stat. So you are going to roll 3d4.
With pleasure.
He has very unusual physiology.
I got a lot of 2s.
Okay, so you're ambient, you're checking out the inner sanctum right now. Hexus, you are laser focused on Angel Witch. You're staring, you're mad dogging Demi, Bendy, and especially Broomhilda right in the eyes because you know what they did and you're here to give them their reckoning. Invasive, you hear Virulent twitching, but you're also distracted by the room itself, which I'll describe in just a moment. Violet Vapors, you are standing right next to Virulent. So you, out of everybody, you see them start to twitch out of the corner of their eye. And Virulent Roar is a tech priest type, where their bottom half is made of like mechanical spiders. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's extremely metal. Shoulder mounted acid rifles, and the armor is made of cables, electronics, and scrap metal, covered by a blood red hood and a robe. As you watch them, Violet, as they start twitching and jerking, you look over and do you want to use both of your tribute for this, or would you like to bank 1? If it's 2, you're going to notice something else.
Oh, sorry, y'all. I want to know more, so I'm going to use both of them. I promise to bank later.
Okay, so with those 2, Violet, you give your full attention over to Virulent Roar, and as you see them begin to twitch, you do like a pan. You're looking down at their multi legs, and as you pan upwards, you see something that you have never seen before. It looks like there is this galaxy covered tendril. It's very thin. You almost wouldn't have noticed it. That's wrapped around their torso, coming up to their neck, and then disappears into the side of their head. And as they're standing there and twitching, you realize that what they're trying to do with their voice, with their roar, is to warn everyone else. And as you're staring at this, you almost see like there's a shadow of something that goes onto their face. And then you watch as Virulent Vapor starts fading out into the black and white that is Mundania. The color, the Ragnarock, the rock itself, the metal leaching out of them. And then just as they get pulled into Mundania, you see their Mundanian persona of Patrick Patterson looking bewildered, stretching out towards you. And in his mouth, he has a warning, and he's been pulled from Ragnarok.
Is it possible to shoulder check both of my friends to make sure that they stay away from the situation?
With 2 tributes used for this, you can see that whatever dragged Virulent out of Ragnarok is not there right now.
Okay. Okay.
But you can definitely make everybody else aware.
Yeah, I shoulder check whoever's like closest to me to like, hey. And actually, invasive procedures like my bestest buddy because we went through some stuff last time. So like I'm a shoulder check invasive procedure. Like, hey.
Hmm. Well, I guess there's only room for one.
That means I have a bigger role in the band now, yes?
No.
Shut your mouth, little snack! Ah, my friend made of spiders! Now he too is gone. We must defeat this evil.
Texas, get a hold of yourself.
I will not get hold of self. I will beat evil wherever it may stand, and it's standing right there, like over there, a few feet away.
And Hexus points towards Angel Witch. And as we pan over the room itself, it seems like it's small, but then when you look at it in a different way, it's like the room expands upon itself. There are many denizens that are within this room, keeping in mind that denizens of Ragnarok are from all types of elk from around Ragnarok lands. What it looks like here is that you have if this is the inner sanctum, it feels like half of Nox Tarund just happened to be in this VIP room. So in the far corner, you actually see where there's an anti-gravity effect that is happening with everybody floating in different sections. And another section of the room, there is a spiked element where it literally looks like the spikes are some type of food because there are a number of denizens over there imbibing, drinking, and also eating these particular spikes. It's a room of many different types of metal all together. However, further back, you see on this ridiculously giant size velvet couch, you see 3 of the 4 members of Angel Witch. See Brunhilde, who is a brutalizer, very big, very big, very bigger than life type of thing. Someone who answers problems with her fists before she'll answer questions. So enormous and muscled. You see next to her, chilling out on actually it's a chilling out on a metal cube. It's like a metal cube box, and underneath it there is a bunch of legs, spider-like legs, and the box itself has jagged apparatus right on the front of it. And you see Bendy, a goblin of small stature and proportions, but you see her twirling a tool of her own making as she cocks her head and looks over at these new intruders into their inner sanctum. You also see Demi with pitch black eyes and white hair. She's literally the exact opposite of Destra, who is her sister. However, her sister is not here. Unfortunately, was felled in battle before any of you had ever met Angel Witch. However, Demi does hold the head of her sister and carries that everywhere that she goes. Her sister has white eyes and pitch black hair. Both of them have warm, dark skin. As you look over at the 3 members of Angel Witch, you hear Brunhilde go, "What? Oh, my friends, you made it." She looks over at Bendy. She looks over at Demi. So glad to have you here. Who let you in?
We let ourselves in as warriors of Ragnarok, not like you cowards who attack honest, good people like my former band.
Okay, you seem very excited.
I'm not even at a 10 yet. This is my 5-ish or 6.
We spoke to your manager, Ratatat, and we told you could be security detail, and then that just kind of fell through. What's someone to do? Just take the hint and leave. And you can take that golden one behind you with you. I saw them slink in with you.
Oh, we have groupies now.
I like to hair whip around. What do you mean?
Actually, let's go ahead and make that a roll. Let's get some intimidation stuff in here. Well, you tell me what you're going for with this head flip. Keeping in mind that you have Shrika behind you, charm, illusion, soul. So you have a number of things at your disposal that you can use in this encounter.
Yes. I am definitely. I want to. Do I have intimidation? Hold on. Am I intimidating at all?
Well, I think for something like this, I mean, if you don't have any tribute to spend, so we'll come back to implore, like you imploring your god. If you use a tribute to unlock that, then you could roll that for like a favor from your god. But you can do feelings, which is you finding out exactly what is really going on with them. You can do legend smithing, which is you getting the crowd on your side, like how epic you can do. There's a number of denizens in here, and they're looking at the encounter between all of you.
So if it's weird, not weird enough, I would like to actually use notice because they said the golden one. So I'd like to kind of like whip my hair back and like try to find who this golden one is.
Oh, I'll give you that one for free. You literally look behind you and you see Ambient Serenity, Queen of Fury. So, and you all remember kind of seeing this golden figure down when the mosh pit got bad. So, Ambient, you're welcome to step forward and join this band.
I'm gonna look at all of them kind of up and down and just be like, it looks like some of you could use a little backup. And by backup, I mean a lead singer.
Right. So I love being a backup dancer, but yeah, we can definitely use a lead. Hold on. Who are you?
I'm Ambient Serenity, the Queen of Fury. And I like y'all's style.
We should see what kind of contribution you can make to our collective before we come to any conclusions about whether you'll be joining or not.
No. You don't understand. I am letting you join me.
You're welcome to believe that. So why don't you demonstrate? And I point over at the Angel Witch members.
You can use me. I am Rufus. I am part of...
All right. Okay, new person. Here's rule number 1. Ignore little thing over there. Not important. It just talks and follows. Maybe much like you, but yes, as invasive procedure said, give us some of that awesome rock, the rock of Ragnarock. Let us hear it from you.
I'm just going to start walking forward, and just anyone in my path, I'm just gonna like move, kind of like parting the Red Sea, but in a very aggressive, arrogant way. And kind of stand right in front of them and pull out my golden spiked microphone and give them a nice power rock note. And while doing so, I want to use my ability to draw focus upon myself, so everyone in the room is going to hear this.
All right. So what we're going to do then is we're going to make this a legend smithing roll.
Okay.
Which you have capped out. So you are going to you're going to roll 4d4s for me.
Okay.
Because we're going to see how Angel Witch and the room around them are affected by this display of Shrika power.
Oh dear God, there goes one on the floor. Oh. Okay. Not bad. 2 4s, a 3, and a 1.
Okay, so you're going to take that 1 feedback and you're going to put that into your pool, your personal pool, keeping in mind that when you reach 10 feedback, you will be catapulted out of Ragnarok into Mundania.
I'd go back to being Myrtle.
And then you have to become epic again while you're in Mundania to then get back into Ragnarok. So you had a 2 tribute, yes?
Yes.
I'm sorry,
2 4s, yes.
Okay. Do you want to use them both to not only affect the room, but also affect Angel Witch? Or would you like to bank 1?
Am I allowed to use 2 abilities at once?
No.
Why not? I'm Ambient Serenity. Just kidding.
Your God doesn't know you like that yet.
I'm just kidding.
So
I'll just I'm gonna bank 1. Why not?
All right.
Now, the tribute pool, is that shared for everybody?
That is shared for everybody. The performance pool is open to anyone.
I don't like to share, but I'll share with you.
It also means you can take it anytime you want too. Y'all are a band. You're in this together.
Not yet. They haven't accepted me.
You have your own pool of stuff.
Yeah.
As you all watch, Ambient Serenity literally does part the seas as she is going forward. And as she's going forward, she actually starts with this. She whips out her golden spiked mic and she starts with a low tone, a low register. And as she gets closer to Angel Witch, it builds in volume, it builds in tone, it goes up in scale. Where is she getting this breath from as it continues to channel out and forward, commanding the attention of the room? Do y'all follow?
I have to do it.
Yes, you do.
Xander's streaming in the other room, so I'm sure this is going to be picked up nicely.
And the denizens around are just like, yes, this is what we came in this VIP room for. And as Angel Witch looks, you didn't spend 2 tributes, so they are still looking at you, but they're still looking at you in the same way, but you have their attention. The rest of the room, though, you can tell that there are some of them that are looking at you the same way Angel Witch is. 4 members actually are looking at you the same way Angel Witch is, while everybody else is like, yes, why is this VIP room not theirs? So do you all
on all of that? Because that sounded like a lot of fun, and I'm sensing a bit of soul coming from Ambient Serenity that I was just like, all right, cool. Like, so that's happening. So I like have my purple trench coat because I'm honoring the holy purple one. And I'm gonna throw in some like funk rock going on in here. I'm gonna kind of do some up rock, some b-boy style stuff. And as I'm getting ready to do some like wicked flares, I'm actually gonna use my purple trench coat that allows me to do jumps. I'm actually going to jump up and over Ambient and kind of land with my staff, and I'm going to just look at Broomhilda like, you ready to roll, baby?
I recognized a sister when I saw one.
Violet, give me a Legendsmith. Does anybody else want to harmonize with the 2 of them?
I'll try. I break out my siren harp and I let loose the screams of the undead to go along with their nice sound.
Yeah,
I'm looking very disinterested. I have not been impressed yet.
How dare you?
I have 1 4.
I have incredibly high standards, okay? Some would say impossibly high standards.
1 4 and 2 1s. So that's
Okay, so Hexus, take that feedback. So Violet and Hexus, you each have a tribute. Do you want to add a tribute to make Angel Witch also take note because they're not impressed? Another tribute makes them impressed. Both of the tributes affect something.
Do it, Hexus?
use both. Use both. Use both.
Okay. So keep in mind, you still have one in the bank. As Violet, Ambient, and Hexus move forward, Violet with not only the flair, but with the soul, with the stunts that happen with this propelled forward. Hexus utilizing the powers of the dead, the howler within, and calling forth and adding to this metal cacophony. Invasive procedure follows behind, like, I see what they're putting down. Follows behind them. And as you look at Angel Witch, you see that Brunhilde's previous bravado and facade falls away. Instead of where she was basically just giving you the brush off, even though that you had gotten up to this point, you see confusion start going on her face. You look over at Demi and also Bindi, and you see confusion on theirs as well, as if they almost forgot where they were for a second. And with that, they almost seem scared. And they look around, and you see Brunhilde go like this to her head, almost like something with your grand metalness, something was broken for a second with the three of them. And then they look back at you, and a smirk goes back on Brunhilde's face. Violet, when you're looking over the top of uh, Bindi, you see that small galaxy-covered tendril whip behind her, and then it's gone. And the three of them are staring at you, but with more respect this time. So, all right then, fine. You can be security for us, right, girls? Because Angel Witch is all-female band, known for many epic wins, but lately they've kind of been on a down spiral. So actually, playing this ball at Hull House was supposed to be a really big win for them. No, why don't you walk around the room and protect us, or you can just do something else for a while.
Are you so weak that you need protection? Shouldn't you be able to protect yourselves?
I was unaware that this was an audition for security detail.
Well, it is. You're not too big in your britches just yet, avatars. Not big like us.
We already have a job. It's called being awesome.
Also, part of the job is revenge. Can you remind me, Markia, plotline wise? I know that they instigated the fight against my past band members, or do I not actually know that?
You do know. Okay. But Hexus would know that the way that Angel Witch was in the Goldenrod, where they were chummy and you won them over, like your bandmate Carthusis battled a mountain with Brunhilde and like earned their respect. All this other stuff they did, and they were completely different than how they were when it was them with the mosh pit, when they sicked everybody on you. The way that they're acting now, this is not the Angel Witch that you knew at the Goldenrod.
Okay.
So keeping in mind that there's Angel Witch in front of you, but you do also have the rest of the room. There's something mysterious going on with them, or heck, if y'all want to just battle, we can do that too. It is completely up to you.
Okay. I know, Angel Witch, you think you're hot shit, but you're not, I'm telling you now. You sicked that whole crowd on my bandmates. Now they've gone back to Mundania, which is exactly where you are going. If I have anything to say about it, because I am about revenge and justice.
And you see Brunhilde is just kind of like taken aback by this. All of them ended up in Mundania? That didn't have anything to do with me. That's right, girls. That was their own path. So I'm not worried about it. Why don't you do what security does and go secure something.
New bandmates and golden microphone girl, would you like to enter in great battle with me for justice and glory?
Can I lean in sort of conspiratorially towards Hexus, so I have to kind of move some of her hair out of the way to be able to find her ear? And I say, well, we could always investigate the area first. We could lie and say that we are going to be security, but in fact, we are doing detective stuff. And then when we do face them, we will have more information to completely and utterly destroy them.
You talk a lot, person. I will do your plan because not good that I can't make plan. Do the rest of you agree with Scissorhand plan?
So can I pirouette over to them real quick and kind of have a small little chat? So look, what I didn't tell you guys earlier about Virulent was that there was some galaxy tundral that was what sucked them away from us, and I'm pretty sure I just saw that on one of the members over there. So I don't think this is the band that you guys are used to. I think they're being mind controlled. So honestly, we can do as much security detail as you want, even though that's really not my style, or we can kick their behinds now and figure it out later.
I knew I liked you. I'm all for the ass kicking.
I overhear this and I say, all right then, Vaesive, you've been outvoted. 1, 2, 3 to your one vote.
You always just do whatever the last person who talked to you has said.
You're not wrong. Maybe you should have waited your turn. I would like to.
Yes, that is true.
We're not counting Rufus. I would like to walk over to the spider box, the box with the legs on it.
Oh, that.
Or can I?
Bindi that's her conveyance. So she's sitting on that.
Oh, I thought it had something to do with a clue. Never mind.
No, that's how she mobilizes herself.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to kick some butts here, or what? We take turn. How you usually do this? This is new for me in this new band.
And then Rufus hears that and he goes, "Oh, we are going to kick butts!" and dives for Angel Witch. Thereby, everybody, I need for you to roll initiative.
Kia, can you remind us how to do that again?
Yes. So if you have a D12 on you, you can roll that. Otherwise, give me 5 D4s, which is what we did last time. So if you want to do 5 D4s.
We should probably all do the same thing though, right?
Oh, yeah. That makes more sense. 5 D4s.
Oh, I did a 12, but I will do the 5 D4s.
Yeah, I can do that too.
You can do either. This is kind of like a merging of old rules and new rules.
Aha.
So you can do either.
I rolled a 9.
Is it a different number range though?
Yeah, because I roll a 13
no.
now.
It's different. it's one of the things that we're trying out, because with 5 D4s, it's you only have 1 to 4, so it's it might be skewed slightly lower, while our D12 is very solid.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it's just going up to 12.
Okay, let us know what you think in chat, y'all.
I know. Let us know what you think.
With the 5 D4s, I rolled a what did I say? 13 though. So
I rolled a 15.
Yeah, girl.
Probably be my highest roll of the night.
Probably.
I only got an 8.
It's okay. You can back us up.
I'm trying to take Hexus's counsel to heart, and also it's okay for healers to go last. We can be reactive.
Yeah, it's actually the best way for healers to go.
Wow, yeah, these are some really great rolls, y'all. All right. Oh, here. But someone did roll lower than you. All right. Okay, so as Rufus dive bombs into Angel Witch, you hear him go, "What am I doing? I steal and I know things." After he's dive bombed to Angel which he then just careens off into the corner to go hide, leaving y'all to face Angel Witch. And as you step forward, Violet, you are actually going to be able to go first. You have Brunhild. They're all still in sitting positions, lounging on their couch. Brunhilde is the one that is closest directly in front of you. Then there is Bindi to her. Well, you're facing them. To your left is Bindi. To your right is Demi.
And you said Broomhilda is like the strong looking one, right?
Brutalizer, muscled.
Cool. Well, you know what? I'm going for the metal. Like, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna take my diamonds and pearl staff, and I'm just gonna like hit her in the stomach, and I'm gonna try to use my emotional damage, my emotional reversal power.
Oh, okay. So go ahead and roll 4d4s for me. You're going to be doing your elemental damage, which is emotional damage, which is 3 emotional damage to a single target, which is emotional reversal. So let me know what you get.
Cool. They're all 3s.
Okay, as Violet spins their diamonds and pearl staff with their raspberry beret cocked just off to the side, you didn't even expect that Brunhilde could move this quickly. She looks slow. Yeah, it looks like she wouldn't be able. That's a whole lot of gravity in one place. But actually, she ends up scooting backwards in a split, then stands up on the back of the couch. You wish you would.
Well, it was a lucky shot.
Next, Hexus. You have Brunhild standing on the back of the couch. She's very aware of all of you.
I would like to summon animal using my hair cloak. Never done this before. It says summon animal 2, medium-sized animal with 5 health and 2 damage.
So you're doing the medium-sized animal, summon animal 2. Got it.
Okay. Do I roll 2?
Yeah. I need for you to roll your magicka.
Oh, magicka. Okay. That's
yeah.
4. Yeah.
Magicka, yeah. See. Let's see if you summon this creature.
Caltrops, let's go. Okay, that's 1 4. Is that enough? Do I need?
Well, yes, it is. It is enough to do this animal. If you would also like for them to be able to attack on this turn, you can give me the tribute that you have in your performance pool.
I use this thing. Sorry, team. I need it.
Okay, utilizing the tribute that is in the performance pool, everybody watches as Hexus calls upon Finrar. I'm sorry, no, you're as Nuaba. Calls upon her howler skills and is able to conjure. And what is it that you are spinning out of the cord of creation in front of you? What is this medium-sized animal that is appearing to be able to attack during this turn?
In remembrance of my friend with the spider body, it is one big, giant, medium-sized spider that crawls out of my hair.
It literally creeps out of the top of Hexus's hair, waving all of its 8 legs as it scuttles down and rears its legs forward. And who does it attack, Hexus?
Brunhild.
And it attacks Brunhild. Brunhild is like, ah! As this spider launches itself towards her. She grips it, but it does attack her, doing 2 damage.
Feel the revenge coursing through my hair magic.
So next,
Alex Ward goes, what?
It's like Patrick Patterson is in Mondania, like, I hope they're avenging me. So Bindi, the goblin of small stature and a blue skin, wide yellow eyes. She's sitting on her apparatus, her spider apparatus, sees what is happening, and you see that she reaches into her apparatus and is reaching around, and it looks like she's tinkering around for someone. Everybody is within short zone range, like within melee range of Angel Witch right now, because everybody walked up. Invasive, you were behind them. Are you still in melee range, or are you further back?
I think at this point I probably have moved up. I mean, there might be the other band members might be in front of me, but I think I'm part of the same cluster.
Okay. You see Bindi reach into her apparatus, and she pulls out this spiked ball. And as you're watching, she cocks a little smile at y'all. You see her twist parts of the ball, and then she tosses that into the middle of all of you, including Brunhild and then also Demi. I need for everyone to, you're going to have to make a dodge. This is going to be your slink check. This will also be your next turn. Or you can choose to take the damage because Homegirl just threw a metal spiked bomb into the party.
I don't do sports.
This will be your slink roll. So unless you want to spin it a different way, if you think you can do stunts with it, I want to hear you give that possibility.
I mean, I do have an idea how I could dodge it, because I have jump, which gets me pretty horizontal.
I would want to try and find a way to run out of the way, since my cape gives me speed.
Okay. Then I need since you're invoking abilities, I need for you to give me magica rolls then, as opposed to slink rolls, since you're going to use that for dodge. Anybody else?
I got 1-4 on my slink roll. I got a 2 and a 4.
Okay.
And I think I literally am going to try to slink out of the way.
Do you just get on the floor and kind of like...
Yeah, I kind of glide around. You can't really see me walk. Just the robe kind of undulates. I'm just going to try to, sort of air hockey coast out of the way.
Okay. Invasive, do you want to go into ranged mode then? Because you did get a tribute to be able to dodge. You did get a success to be able to dodge this.
Yeah, I think I want to try to coast out of the blast of whatever the spiky ball is towards whichever one of the three of them looks like the least capable in hand-to-hand combat.
Okay. Well, they all have their own. They all have their own kind of. Probably Brunhilde is the one that you definitely want to stay away from.
Yeah. I think she'd probably crush me. I guess I'll go. So I've got my choices there's the woman who's holding her sister's head,
which is Demi.
Okay, and then there's the goblin
that just threw a bomb at you. Yeah.
Okay. I'll go for her actually.
All right.
Our goblin bomb thrower.
Okay, so Violet, you got 2
4s.
2 4s. Excellent. You only need 1 to be able to utilize your jump. Keeping in mind that this jump will be active for a round, so you will be up in the air by the time it comes back around to your turn. Okay, do you want to bank the other one, or do you want to make this an epic jump?
Let's go ahead and bank. I don't need to be epic at this very moment. Just need to get out of the way.
Okay, so we have Invasive seeing this bomb coming, and because of all of their learning that they've done, they know that this thing go boom. So doing this almost like a home run slide underneath the bomb as it passes over them. In that same instant, you see Violet jumping straight into the air. It's like, wow. It kind of reminds me of somewhere in the denizens. They're like, oh, I feel like pancakes. As Violet jumps straight up in the air. It is a Prince reference. And Hexus, what did you get? You are muted.
Okay, my button could not click. I got a 2. So
Okay, so Hexus is very taken with the fact that she was able to get that hidden on Brunhilde. Is like very focused on that and literally gets hit on the side of the head with the bomb that is about to explode within the party. Ambient, what did you end up getting?
Question. So if I succeeded in this roll, does that mean I'm running for my next turn? I haven't had a turn yet, technically. So this would go into my turn, correct?
Yeah, this is basically your dodge.
Because
You
I got a
can-
1 and a 4. So I failed and succeeded at the same time because I'm very multi-dimensional.
No, you succeeded because you have the 4, so you just needed 1 to be able to do the dodge.
I just got
you
a
just need 1 4 to do the
feedback.
dodge. Exactly. You're going to put that 1 feedback in your party. So you succeeded with your dodge. You want that to be your turn where you are running from it, because that will be your next turn. If you want to take the damage, I'll let you use that tribute for something else.
You know what? I might just take the damage because I do want to do something.
Okay.
Can I find out what the damage is before I take it?
Everyone will find out at the same time.
I bet we will.
Yep.
No, I'll bank it. That way, because I want to do something else. I do want to get to a ranged position though, so I guess I would have to move regardless.
Yeah, so if you want to utilize this to do your speed to get into a ranged position and not take the damage, you can.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
All right, so that's going to be your turn movement. Going to use that full speed. Excellent. Okay, so yeah, she rolled a lot higher than everybody else. Hexus. Actually, it's going to be Hexus and Hexus. I'm going to roll for your creature who is also in this blast radius.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That could be our actual mascot after we kick out Rufus.
Medium spider. Very cool.
Your
In
creature,
virulence memory, we have to
Yes.
have always at least have one spider
Chilling.
creature in the group.
your creature dodged successfully.
Yes.
So did Brunhild,
Ooh.
but Demi caught it. All right. So, as in like catching these hands, like she caught it. So Hexus, this bomb that Bindi has literally thrown into the party with her bandmates there, knocks off the side of your head, literally lands in Demi's lap as it explodes. Ambient, you've cleared the area with your turn. Invasive, you with those dodge moves. Violet, with your jump, you were able to clear this. Hexus and Demi take 4 damage.
Oof.
And you also are pushed away from the center of the blast.
Question. Is my feedback threshold a total of 9? Because I heard you tell Bonnie 10 or 12 earlier.
It's 10.
So mine's 10, and then plus 1 because I have an additional 1 for my.
And yours is 11.
11. Okay, just checking. Got a little scared there for a second.
So, but this goes into your meat stack. This is meat stack damage.
Oh,
You-
it's my
yeah.
feedback. Okay.
Yeah. So if you look at your health, where it has 3 large O's and then a small O, you've had 4 damage. So now the good thing is that you will get an additional D4 for your performance pool.
Ah.
So when you take damage, good things happen until you take too much and then you die.
Oh, okay. I get it. I understand now. Thank you.
Yeah.
So it's good that I got hit.
Okay, and at that, right. So that is everybody's turn for this first round. As you see this blast damage that has, I mean, you know, metal gonna be metal. It split the couch in 2, as you know. There's a crater like literally right there in front of the couch. You see Bendy's just devil horns up because this was like the best thing possible to her. Can actually invasive, go ahead and give me a cram check real quick. While that's happening, Hexus, you're catapulted into ranged positions. Demi is catapulted into ranged positions. Ambient, you're in ranged. Violet, you're in melee, but you are up in the air. And Vesa, what did you get for your cram roll?
I got a 4.
You got a 4? Okay.
You know, 1-4, yeah.
Yeah, so you got you just needed 1 to get through. You know from how intricate it was that Bendy went through for all of that, that it's going to take at least another turn for her to be able to make another bomb to throw.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, remember there were 4 individuals that were looking at you in the same way that Angel Witch was. Seeing that you are now attacking Angel Witch, 4 individuals step out of the crowd. From what you can tell, they look like avatars. They don't look like denizens. They look like you do, in the sense that they were from Mundania and then got pulled up by the epic metal angels to be part of Ragnarok. You know, and when you see them step forward, obviously about to join into the fray, you also notice that there's a kind of emptiness going on behind their eyes. They don't burn with the fire inside that you do. And you wonder about this as 4 posers join the fray.
And again.
Okay. So that would Brunhild managed to dodge the spider, and that was basically her action. Well, not to dodge, she took the damage with that. So our posers are coming in. Posers. Ooh, they rolled low. It looks like the posers are standing off to the side, trying to decide how this is going to go. So to be able to distinguish them apart, there's one that is decked out completely in red with a long, huge battle axe. There's one completely in blue. And it has like what looks like a rocket launcher that they have over one shoulder. There's one completely in yellow and are holding nunchucks. And there's one that is completely in green and is holding what looks like, if you're familiar with a chakram, like Xena has, but it's a tambourine. So one is holding
nice.
that.
Tambourine is a very deadly metal instrument.
Yes.
Hey, it's percussive, right? So you see them standing off to the side. It looks like they're about to join the fray. They're within melee range of anyone who is close to Angel Witch. So the ones that are in range, don't worry about them just yet. But yes, they are now part of the initiative order. Bringing us back up to Violet.
I assume I am still in the air.
You are. Is there anything that you want to do while you're up in the air? It can be something metal-tastic, keeping in mind that you can do other things besides battle to then also get together tribute to be able to unlock other things.
Ah, that's good to know. I really like. I mean, I want to assess the situation since I'm like pretty high up there and I'm up there for a while. Like kind of like getting a battle strategy of like where everything is at. Like, do I see any of those like galaxy tundrils like tied to anyone being this high up?
Very excellent. You know what, Violet? That is going to be a notice roll. So Oh, you don't have any tribute. I'm like, oh, you can implore your god to let you know. But yeah, you need a tribute to be able to unlock that. So go ahead and give me a notice roll. That's 2d4s. What'd you get?
2 4s.
2 4s. Oh, you are on it tonight. All right. So with this one tribute, you will be able to notice tendrils. If you use both of those tributes, you'll be able to notice where they're coming from.
I would like to use both. Sorry, y'all, I'm not going to bank right now.
Violet, while you are in the air and actually in a very epic pose with your diamond and pearls staff and your cape just whirling just so, you know what you're looking for, and you start looking for those galaxy tendrils. You're able to catch a wisp of one from the corner of your eye. It was almost like it was coming for you, and you notice as it snakes back, and as you watch this galaxy tendril snake back, you see that there appears to be a case. It's like it's on a stanchion, and usually, you see something like this in a museum with like lasers and everything around it. And then you see on the top of the stanchion, there's no glass to hide it behind. There is this incredibly intricate mask. It's made out of metal and lasers, and you feel like it's also made out of feelings. There's something going on with this mask. And as you look at it from your higher vantage point, you see these little tendrils reach out and every now and again are wrapping around a denizen and letting them go. And then will penetrate the head of another denizen, and you watch as they implode into black and white black and white dust, because the denizens are not like avatars. They can't get sucked into Mundania, they die. You see this galaxy tendrilled mask reaching around the room, sparing some and killing others.
I want to know why it's sparing some. I don't think I have enough time in my round here.
So that brings us to Hexus. You have been you were knocked over by this bomb. You were catapulted out of range. Go right ahead.
Yes. I would like to use my Siren Lance because it is a ranged weapon. It does some stuff I'm confused about. Okay, it does disintegration. It says 1 next to it, and it says 3 elemental damage necrotic to a single target.
Yes. If you want to use disintegration, you have to have 2 tributes to unlock it. 3 elemental damage necrotic to a single target. That's 2 tributes to unlock. However, if you just want to use the elemental damage part of it, because you have a +1 damage in stats, you can utilize that. So
that's what that means.
You won't you won't get that +3, but you can get a +1.
Let's do that instead of nothing at all. I do the thing. So I would roll my. Is that still Magicka then?
Yeah. Since you're going for elemental damage, go ahead and roll your Magicka with it.
Okay. Wow, that's 2 4s.
Excellent.
More than I rolled this whole game.
Do you want to bank anything? Or are you going to use? I'm
gonna bank 1 because I've seen how important this shit is now. So it's 1 tribute in the banco.
Okay. All right. So you're going to get a +1 damage.
Do I get additional D4 in the performance pools because I have my health down now, or is that
you do actually? So go ahead and roll another D4.
Just in case.
It's gonna be an even better.
It's a 2. It's fine. Like nothing happened. It's fine. Is that a one-time usage thing?
I'm sorry?
Is that a one-time usage, or is that?
You're going to keep on getting that into your healed, or you get more damage. Like if you hit the next one, then you'll get an additional tribute. So
that is dope. I would like to get more beat up, please.
Keep in mind that if you get all that health out of your meat sack, then you die in round. Like you die.
I thought does that same thing happen when you run out of feedback also?
No, feedback means you'll get pulled into Mundania to where you can build back up your epicness.
Oh, one is death. Okay.
One is real death.
I was not aware. Okay, I thought we couldn't die.
Yeah.
Need my meat. Understood.
To quote a different game, that's like real death as opposed to sleeve death.
Yes, yeah. What game is that? Wouldn't even know.
Like, I wonder what game.
You die in the game, you die in the real world. So it's
change silicon or something like that. Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, great. So I will be rocking with that. So I will do that thing, and then do I have to roll damage somehow or no? Does that just do?
Well, because you are doing ranged, you have a possibility of 2 damage if you hit, no matter what. Keeping in mind that's if you did bang. Like if you're like, okay, cool, I'm just going to do bang, I'm not going to use tribute or anything else like that, then and you hit, then you would have a damage of 2. Since you're adding that elemental damage element to it and you were able to roll, you're going to add an additional damage, which is going to be necrotic damage. And it ignores the defense to the next attack against the same enemy. So if you do another necrotic hit to the same target, then it's going to ignore their defense for the next time. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Okay.
So who are you aiming for?
Probably still Brunhild. I'm pretty mad at her or them.
So, all right. So you're going to bank 1 and you're hitting Brunhild. Okay. So Hexus, you see, everyone actually sees as this siren lance, this harp that unleashes the screams of the undead of the wildebeest. As you pull this forth and you enact your weapon, your musical weapon, the faces of the dead strum out of it. And as Brunhilde is still struggling with this spider, you see the faces imprint themselves on top of her, sinking into her skin. As she opens her mouth to yell, they slide inside, taking down her defense if you do this attack to her again, and then damaging her for 3 additional points.
I told you, revenge or nothing!
As Brunhilde is breathing in the dead, she hears your shout and starts flexing her muscles. She looks over at you between the flailing legs of the spider. And next up, we have Bindi. Bindi.
Ooh, gotta take care of her. I'm messing us up.
Bindi looks over at Brunhilde, seeing her struggling with this spider, seeing her breathing in the faces of the dead. And she then scrambles over to Brunhilde. You see her, the legs on her apparatus start tinkering around with Brunhilde as she pulls out tools that she's made herself, and she starts working on Brunhilde. As you see her working on Brunhilde, you see that Brunhilde starts breathing a little easier, that she one of her shoulders, like she cricks her neck. As Bindi does her action of, I can fix that for you, and heal.
Must destroy the healer.
I'm trying to.
Heals Brunhilde for 3 health. Bringing us to yes, an ambient. Ambient, you are in ranged distance.
Yes, I am, and I'm still trying to prove my usefulness to this group. So, I'm just going to holler out going, observe, we're gonna find the off pitches of these witch bitches, and I'm gonna pull out my golden spiked microphone and do a wow, and use my find weakness ability to, reveal any damage weakness that an enemy may have, so that my teammates can assess that properly.
Okay, which enemy are you focusing on?
All of them. You didn't say I had to pick. No, I'm just kidding. We're trying to kill the healer, right? Let's do Dimmy.
Okay.
I thought Bindi was the healer.
Or Bindi.
Yeah.
Windy.
Bindi is like the tech healer.
Badoopy-doo. Whichever one that we need to knock out so the others don't feel better.
What ambient, literally utilizing your voice and your power that is imbued within you with Shrika, you're able to hit just a proper tone, a proper note to be able to feel like the resonating weakness inside of Bindi. And you are able to realize that Bindi's main weakness is whatever action she does, it takes another turn before she is ever able to do that action again.
Excellent. And just in case anyone was curious, I hit a C sharp. Yes. So when I do this, does it allow my party to see this as well, or is it only information to me?
If you want to just stand in the same place and not do your movement, I'll let you just go ahead and say that to the rest of your party.
Yeah, I'll just be like, I'll just let them know, like, if you're trying to knock out the doc, she's going to have to wait a while before bandaging up I'm trying to remember their names, trying to come up with clever puns.
Oh, I thought you were looking for a rhyme.
I forgot all their names, so I'm trying to I'm like, yes, I should have written this down. C sharp, everyone, C sharp. And then you'll understand. I think we're all on the same level now. Violet and I, we look like Mardi Gras with our purple and gold. We understand.
Invasive, you definitely hear ambient where you know that Bindi, the blue-skinned goblin that's sitting on top of the spider apparatus, that you know that once she does an action, she can't do that action again unless she spends a turn, kind of like prepping before she can do it again. So
yeah. She only acts every other round, basically, is what you're saying, right?
Exactly. She can't do the same thing twice. Like if she wants to do either of those, she has to spend a turn prepping it before she can utilize it.
Yeah. Okay. Is it my turn now?
It is your turn.
Okay. So while Bindi is engaged with patching up Brunhilde, I'm gonna just basically out of her blind spot. Like I was already headed towards her with my dodge. I'm gonna ignore all of her apparatus and all that sort of stuff because I actually kind of like that. But I don't like that she's basically kind of like their band's equivalent for me. You know, when you run into a rival band and there's this person is your job. So I feel an intense rivalry with her as the doctor of this group. And I'm just gonna try to use I guess it's bash for melee attacks with my hands that are this weapon. Yeah. So you see the palms of my hands are kind of like if you stuck a bunch of Swiss Army knives together. So all the ones that have different instruments on them, they start to flip in and new ones start to flip out, the fingers out of the back. But now they're all like drills, scalpels, saws, just all ripping instruments. And I'm just going to try to find, all of her flesh and just, and just try to take her out.
Excellent. Okay, go ahead and give me a bash roll then. Okay.
I got a 4 and a 1 in that. So the 1 goes into my feedback. I'm at 2 now. That's 1 success. So how much damage is it on?
Okay, so for melee, since there isn't any ability that's going into this as well, it is a damage of 1. However, she's used her turn to heal Bindi, but you have knocked her off of Brunhilde. So she has been knocked off to the side with and she has taken 1 damage.
Okay.
And with that, she looks down at the gash that is made in her arm and does this slow look up at you, realizing that there's someone else that utilizes tools in the party, and now you have Bindi's attention.
She can't see it because I'm wearing a surgical mask, but I have a malicious grin underneath it.
And with that, Demi is finally going to get her turn. Demi, who got knocked back into ranged position from the bomb that her bandmate Bindi had thrown into the party. She holds up her head. No, she holds up her sister's head, Destra, and she points it at. She points it at Violet Vapor, who she's noticed is just in the air and is in perfect range for this hit. And I'm gonna need for Violet to make a save. If with this save, if you fail the save, you're going to increase your feedback by 2.
What save am I doing?
If you fail this save, you're going to increase your feedback by 2, and you're going to be stunned and lose an action. She is using Sonic Screamer on you.
How dare? What am I using Slink?
Yeah, you're trying to dodge out of this.
Cool. Too bad my metal dice gave me 2 4s.
Okay, do you want to use both of them, or you want to put one in the performance pool?
I only needed 1 to succeed.
You only need it 1 to succeed.
Then I'd love to bank it because I gotta go talk to some Shrika and a few.
Okay, so I'm just making sure here y'all have 2 or 3 banked for tribute right now, because
I've banked 2 so far. So okay,
so it's a total of 3 tribute that y'all have banked right now in your performance pool. As Demi raises her twin sister Destra's head up towards Violet, you see Destra's pitch black eyes as her mouth gapes open, and this sonic scream like resonates out of this who looks like a dead head as Demi's holding it. Unfortunately, Demi's still knocked back by that bomb that had gone off earlier, and it's just off to the side. So instead of hitting Violet full force, just kind of knocks you over to the side to where you're able to land quicker on your feet than you would have previously. And with that, our posers have decided to jump into the fray. They are cowards, so they will always go on the same turn at the same time. And they are...
Means they practice their choreography. That's all.
They really do.
The West Side Story sort of gang, or
it looks like they are positioned onto invasive procedure. They saw invasive procedure go after the healer for Angel Witch. So now all of them are focusing over to invasive.
It's fine for me to go after the healer. I'm our healer.
gotta kill our healer.
It's not punching down if you're also the healer.
Okay, so invasive. You see these 4 posers coming at you, and you know what posers are. They, because of your epic learned of learning, you know that these posers are perhaps the greatest insult to Ragnarock that can exist. When Avatar's meat stack is completely depleted and they are expelled even from Ragnarok forever, and are forced to only exist in Mundania, their avatar stays, since the power of rebellion doesn't go with them. They're separated from their righteous cause. So these undead type of demigods exist, and you know that with these aren't avatars anymore. They have been taken over by something else, by a shard of banality. Like they are being controlled, which is why they are moving at the same time. In a fight, they drain avatar abilities.
Okay.
As they are coming towards you, you hear them start chanting, "One of us, one of us." As they come towards you, you need to shield your spirit from this draining force of Mundania. So you are going to have to make a feelings check to resist the effect of this strike. Let me know what you get and if you get any feedback.
I got 2 4s and a 3.
Okay, so you needed 2 to be able to withstand this attack.
Okay.
So invasive procedure, what ends up happening is that you don't get drained. There's a whole lot of things that would have happened if you got convinced that you really were one of them. So instead of everything else happening, which involved a lot of feedback and everything with the pool and a doubling of feedback, you are only going to take 2 damage to your meat stack as you are fighting them off of you as they're trying to chant into your ear, one of us. And off in the corner, you hear Rufus go, "Get them, friends!" Bringing us back up to Violet. You've landed gently on your feet. You see everything that is going on around you. Keeping in mind, you have the whole room at your disposal, and you are aware of this mask that seems to be in the back of the room.
So now that I've landed and I'm looking at this mask, I really need to dig deep inside, and I need some answers from my soul goddess. So I would love to use Implore. I do have a couple of tributes banked in there. Just need some real good guidance.
Okay, so use 1 tribute to unlock Implore, which you can roll 2d4s in. If you want to add more tribute into that, then I could give you an automatic success on that, but you'd have to utilize the tribute.
Team, are we okay with this? Can I use another one?
She's my goddess too. I said
we have 3 in the pool, right?
Yes.
You just want to use 1.
It's one to unlock.
2, yeah. So this would be 2 out
It's
of the
2 for automatic success.
So we'd be down to 1.
That's fine. We'll roll more 4s.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
enhance the
We'll just roll more
plot.
4s.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
With the way she's rolling, I wouldn't.
But I'm telling you, these metal dice are the best.
So, Violet Vapor, tell us how it looks for you to implore and invoke Shrika, and then what it is that you're asking her.
So to some people, it may look like Violet is actually dancing, and to some others who may know the martial arts, she's actually doing capoeira. So she's actually doing a jenga, which is going the back and forth, and she's going to be doing a couple of different movements. But you kind of see her using her staff a little bit, so she's making almost like a whirlwind sort of thing, but like it's kind of a meditative kind of move to it.
Okay, so you're beseeching your goddess. This capoeira-ness is resonating out from you. The denizens that aren't already watching others are now turned towards you and watching as the power builds within side as you call forth to your goddess. What is it that you are imploring from them? Are you doing guidance? Are you asking for power? What is it that you are asking for from her?
Actually, I would love to ask for a blessing from her and guidance ish on how to get that mask basically depowered.
Oh, okay, that's a big one. Okay, so you're asking for you're asking for knowledge of how to counteract this mask.
Mm-hmm. I feel like this is the source of all the problems that are happening right now.
Yep.
So probably should try to figure out how to dismantle that word.
Look, I've seen the movie with Jim Carrey. I know what's going on. I know this ruse.
You have to get it onto the dog, and then kill the dog.
Nope, that's not how that movie ended.
So as you resonate with your goddess and you see Shrika appear in her beautiful androgynous beauty, or with this purple streak down one side of their, she's everything of their face, a long deep V going into the jumpsuit, and you see behind her a celestial tiger that is prowling behind, as she in all her glory gives you a vision. And with this vision, she lets you know that this is the mask of madness. And also, with the information that she's about to bestow upon you, she sees that that's in the room and she goes, oh, fuck. And with that, we are going to take a quick break. We're going to play our Kickstarter video for you because this is Gods of Metal Ragnarok. This is the campaign Masquerade of Madness. So the Kickstarter goes live on January 25th. Go ahead and check out this trailer, and we'll be back in 5 minutes to continue this epic heavy metal adventure.
Gather, my chosen, and heed the call to a saga of adventure, a song to end all. Forged from the cord, two worlds given birth, one made of awesome, the other no worth. Mutilated, abused, the cord was unstrung. When their mirror was shaped, a gray waste begun. Born of the remainder, its fate was unbound. A land of pure metal, the glorious sound. Rise, find your glory. Rise and be free upon the fields of Ragnarock to victory. The gods of metal cry out, demanding blood, sweat, and fear. Seek treasure, find glory, pay tribute for all to hear. Faith must be proven in the pits of these lands. Your songs must rise above as the chosen form bands. Immortality awaits those avatars who believe. With blade, steel, and destiny, what tales shall you weave? Rise, shed your shackles, rise and be free. Deep in the halls of Ragnarok, ascend to victory! Ragnarok.
And welcome back to this part of the adventure where the gods have been implored and answers will be revealed. Violet Vapors has implored Shrika, the goddess of soul, illusion, and charm, to find out what in the world is going on with this mask that has these galaxial tendrils that seem to be going around the room chaotically, sparing some, imploding other denizens, and had even been responsible for wrapping around, penetrating the head of Virulent Roar and dragging him back into Mundania. Her goddess Shrika, in all of her glory, is in front of you, Violet, with her celestial tiger behind her and her purple side hair to the side, and floating in a godlike wind. She looks over at the mask and is like, ah, fuck. Looks over at you. Oh, my baby. That is the mask of madness. That is a creation of Aznuaba, a mask of chaos. In their infinite power and infinite wisdom and infinite madness, they created this mask. It gives such power to those that wield it, but that power comes at a price. And if the mask is not worn after a certain amount of time, it gets itchy, restless, it starts looking for its next wearer. It affects memory. It infects with literal madness. Now, I've been seeing what you've been doing here, and I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. So I'm going to bestow upon you a blessing because you are going to need it if you are going to try to either pacify or wear the mask of madness. I've got a little something for you. And at that, Shrika whips her head back and and her literal notes coming out of her mouth pour down upon you, kind of like a purple rain, engulfing you in this power, and actually bestowing upon you an additional 10 health onto your meat stack.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're the tank now.
Yes.
I live for being a tank.
So, for everybody else, well, Ambient, you would definitely see this happening. Shrika is your goddess.
Oh, yes, she is.
And as she's doing this with Violet, you even see her look over at you and go,
I'm going to catch the kiss and put it in my pocket that I don't have. I'm sure I have a pocket somewhere.
let's just see how this goes then. And there's a ow as Shrika then goes off into her celestial god realm. So you have the information of what this is. This is the mask of madness. You have the god that created it, and you have had a blessing from your god. Not bad for a 2 tributes usage. Those 4s helped out a lot.
Well used. Also, Shrika's just a really badass goddess. Like, can I just like stay in that realm the whole time?
No, we need you here.
Okay, all right, cool. So I did all of that. Do I get it in action, or like that's it?
That is it. That is your turn. I think that's more than enough, but I love that you tried.
You could yell like information, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and yell. You can go ahead and you've got something short you can yell. Go for it.
I'm gonna literally yell out, "Mask controlling death!" Ha! That's pretty much what I'm getting out.
Let's say invasive. Give me a cram roll real quick.
I speak Violet Vapors. I'm sure I could download a bunch of information from that.
Y'all are tight. That's why I'm giving you this roll.
We're hella tight. We went through that gauntlet together.
Oh no, I got nothing but 2s on that.
Oh.
Okay, invasive. You're pretty certain that you know what's going on. You know it's the mask, and you know everybody, and you know that there's something with that mask. And Violet looks like very empowered. Everybody else, you heard what you heard. Hexus, you are up. You have Brunhilde mad dogging you. She's battling your spider. Your spider is going to. You can either have your spider go right before you or go right after you.
I'll have Spider go after to see what happens to Brunhilde if I'm lucky. I would like to invoke Summon Crowd again. I did it last time. We decided it was 2d4, right?
It's 2d4.
Okay, but first I have to do Magicka to see if it works.
Right.
Is this considered ranged or no? Because it's like not me.
Well, you're in ranged right now, so you'll be attracting a crowd or summoning a crowd that is also in ranged.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Unless you want to step forward into melee, then you can arrange them around yourself there.
What's my health right now? My health set.
You're only down 4 for health.
Okay, I'm fine. Yeah, melee. Hexus is not back down from battle. Okay, that's Magicka is 4. That is 1d4 and 1 So that's one. That's 1 4 and 1 1. So another feedback down to 6.
Okay, so that was 2d4. So you're gonna do a total of 5, crowd of 5 that you're able to then go ahead and summon around yourself in melee range. Where do you want them going? Keeping in mind that they have 1 health point each and can do 1 damage each.
I would like all of them to center on Brunhilde.
Keeping in mind that invasive procedure is surrounded by 4 posers right now.
Okay, all right.
And then you also have Brunhild. You have Bendy that is
I
also.
feel like I'm getting a hint.
invasive.
Hey, chat. I think I'm getting a hint. Okay, I should help invasive because if he can't heal us, we're effed. Crowd of. Oh, does it have to be humans?
What do you want them to be?
Oh, that's right. What did I make them last time? Were they dogs? I think they were dogs. This time they're gold scorpions, but they're human-sized. I would say they're anthropomorphic scorpions.
Okay, we got humans.
So they have faces.
And cool tails, and they're very metal because they're gold. My golden scorpion crowd, go protect the one named invasive procedure by attacking the posers, the worst of all.
Excellent. So yes, these human-sized golden scorpions with curled tails where you can literally see the poison dripping off the ends, they immediately swarm over to the posers that are surrounding invasive and are still trying to chant into his ear. So let's see what they do first.
Such a benevolent GM is Markia.
Well, I like the rockness. I like the metal. It's like,
You got a yes and the metal.
Yeah.
yes, in the metal. You got it. Like it's freaking scorpion people.
Oh, someone in chat said rock lobster, and that's very good. But scorpions are not lobster. But I like rock lobster.
And scorpions could be the Scorpion King, who is a rock lobster.
Oh my god! The music starts playing.
Of the 4 posers, red with the battle axe and blue with the rocket launcher are able to dodge out of the way of your 5 scorpions.
Oh dear.
However, green is beset. They're doing 1 damage each. Okay, let's have this be green is beset by all 5 of your scorpions, dealing 1 damage each. You see green holding their chakram-like tambourine, which they haven't utilized as a weapon, and you're kind of wondering about that. And you're also thinking, does this mean posers don't have access to avatar abilities? But as
I'll
you're
never know.
Well, goodbye, tambourine man.
as your golden scorpions literally pile on to the poser completely in green, stabbing with their tails, you see them crumple down and lie motionless. The dead light that was within their eyes just blinks out, and it's like shiny, like pennies, as they just lay there. And you watch and you feel like this dark force just woo out of them and leaving the avatar kind of like an avatar suit crumpled on the ground. The other 3 posers look down at that, look at the scorpions, look at you, and spend their turn stepping backwards.
I found the cure, everybody. No applause. Okay. All right.
Rufus is in the back. He's like, yes, just like I always knew you could. I'm stealing something for you.
Oh, well, all right.
So Bindi, who had previously spent their turn healing Brunhild and then got knocked aside by invasive procedure, looks over at everything that is happening, realizes that they need to kind of get things back recuperated. You know, it's like they need to have a turn to themselves. They use tactical retreat and using her metal cube automaton, she goes to safety in the middle of combat. She ends up running up a wall, sticking to the ceiling in a bird's eye view. She doesn't provoke any attacks of opportunity or anything like that. She's utilizing her full turn action and movement in one fell swoop, and she is in long zone range. So she's actually out of ranged position right now. You would have to go further towards her to be able to just get into ranged position.
We forgot about the medium-sized spider.
In the same time that Bindi goes and does her tactical retreat to get her spider's eye view of everything that's going on, then we have your spider. I feel like we should almost name this spider. This spider with this, it's got a glistening sheen. It's like it's got an attack ready to go. What is this? I almost want to name this.
It's a sass. A spider of average size.
Arachna. Like arachnophobia.
Oh, that's good.
Ragnarock. Okay, I'll mute myself
How
now.
about
Thank you.
Arachna is shorter.
Yes. What was it? Arachna?
Arachna.
Arachna.
Oh yeah, that would make more sense. Good job.
We did a team. It only took 3.
Yeah. I set up the pitch and you knocked it out of the park.
Arachna is going for Brunhilde's. Okay, yeah. Is going for Brunhilde's jugular this time because, did so well doing damage the last time. Unfortunately, Brunhilde is ready for it this time and is able to counter with a grab. So now your spider is now grappled by Brunhilde.
Oh, Ragna, no. Ragna is a class.
And now it's Brunhilde's turn. Since she has your spider grappled, while she's looking at you, she's going to do her body slam attack, holding your spider.
Aw, on me or on the spider?
It'll be on the spider.
Or both, okay.
Suplex the spider.
I mean,
Yeah,
if I was suplexing, if I had someone in grapple, I would jump with that person onto somebody else.
So you see Brunhilde while she was being grappled by while she was being attacked by Arachna, who had actually done damage to her. And then you saw Brunhilde staring you down as she then wrapped her arms around Arachna. And you see her literally off the back of the couch do a DDT where she smashes the Arachna over the side of her head. She pops back up. Arachna does not get up with her.
Oh, Ragna, you did not last very long.
Brunhilde stares at you as she lifts one of her feet and stomps it down to where you can't see it behind the couch and just
grinds it.
Does this.
Hey,
okay, Rufus, you're back in the band.
Yeah. My feelings aren't hurt, okay? I conjured that from my hair magic, so you were just crushing some magic that was all poo-pooed out. No, there's nothing off my back. Sorry, Arachna.
So next up is, so we already had invasive and ambient. Yes, ambient. It is up to you, madam.
Okay, so I'm going to look at the one who just went up towards the ceiling.
That is Bindi.
Bindi, yes.
Doctor.
I think it's time for me to do a little solo. And I'm just gonna muster up my power and start going. Time to sing and summon wings, talons cold, eagle of gold. When he fights, lightning strikes. And I'm gonna go crazy and summon my golden eagle covered in lightning and send it towards that corner of the ceiling to attack Bindi. The strikes line was supposed to be an epic like wah, but
that's what I heard.
my voice correct.
Yeah, that's what everybody heard.
Oh, good.
And you know what? For that song, I'm giving you all an additional tribute in your performance pool.
Hey!
Y'all bring the rock, I give you the rock.
We bring the
heavy metal
rock! Wow!
So this golden eagle covered in lightning appears, and then starts streaming directly for Bendy, who is in long zone range, but you can keep this eagle going towards them to go ahead and smack them. This eagle has 3 health and can do 1 damage. So go ahead and give me a magicka roll, because depending on
Okay.
how this comes out, if you want to toss a tribute in there to add an additional
Ooh.
thing to it, I could have it where this eagle knocks Bendy off her perch.
I have a 4!
Okay.
1 4 and a 3, but the 4 is the important part.
The 4 is the important thing.
I'm learning.
If you give me another tribute out of the 2 that y'all have in your performance pool, I have this eagle hit Bendy just right to knock them off of their perch.
Let's knock this Bendy bitch down. Let's get her down. Yeah. If that's okay with you all. I mean, I'm not technically part of the band yet, so.
Aren't you though?
I kind of feel like you are. I rescind my earlier reticence.
Yeah. Yes. Great. Yes. Everyone needs an eagle. Caca! And I'm going to send him up.
So this golden eagle made of lightning literally springs forth from ambience chords as she weaves them with music through the chord of creation, streaking towards, well, because with 2 tributes of power, streaking towards Bendy, strikes right through her, knocking her off of the ceiling, causing damage as she falls and crumples to the ground. Her automaton is able to catch her to where she doesn't like land on her neck or something like that. But she obviously is, from the damage that you can see, she does not have the stamina that Brunhilde and Demi have. So she is still in long zone range, but she has been knocked off her perch. So if she was going to do anything, she doesn't have that spider's eye view. Invasive.
Okay, I think what I want to do is I want to try to use my my outfit's turn uncool ability again, maybe in a little bit of a different way here. But I know that I've got a couple of these folks that are harassing me still with the different colored outfits. I think I want to activate that, but then I also want to try to head towards where the mask is. And hopefully my turn uncool ability will kind of open a channel so that Violet can get to the mask quickly. So I think, yeah, I probably want to just like, should I roll?
Yeah. Go ahead
first?
and roll your magicka for me to see if this your ability of turning the uncool, also like a turn the undead, is going to work for you.
Okay, that is 2 4s.
It most definitely works for you. You're going to use your movement to head towards the mask.
Yeah, I think what happens is like my robes have like a sort of, they go down to like this long sort of skirt that's on the floor. And so they have all these folds. But then you see the folds start to darken and you realize that it's actually like lines of blood, like seeping through the cloth underneath. And then there are stitches as the skirt kind of separates into this sort of tattered, kind of like a gladiator skirt is like these multiple strips. So they're held together with the stitching, and you can see that just like this line of blood, and then they sort of open up and they sort of wave. So I've got this sort of like, almost like these sort of tentacles of bloody fabric streaming from my waist. And I'm just going to make a beeline for the mask. And I'll look up and shout to Violet, like, that basically like the way is open.
Okay, so you're going to be heading towards Demi. Demi is between you and the mask.
Okay.
At this point, Violet has landed off to the side where she was imbued with the power of her goddess. So Demi is between y'all and the mask at this point. Brunhild is off to the left of you, and then Bendy is in the long range. So yes, it is when posers are faced with authenticity, when they know that someone belongs and is comfortable in their own skin, when they're able to shout that and rebel that out to the world, literally with your righteous cause of, oh my gosh, I didn't write it down. Was it right? Say your righteous cause for me.
Let's see. It was
It was purify.
reshape the flesh and purify the spirit.
Yes, purify the spirit. When they hear that, then it's like they rattle inside of their borrowed skins. You see like their features in their face kind of undulate because this flesh doesn't belong to themselves. And with that, they're trying to get away from you, your authenticity, your metal, and they're like doing backflips, basically breaking themselves to get away from you. And that is going to be the turn of red, blue, and yellow to get away from you.
Yay,
So,
crowd control.
so now it is Demi's turn. Demi sees Brunhilde and what she has done with the spider and who she's facing down. She sees Bindi get knocked off of the perch. She sees that she has not been able to take down Violet Vapors with her sister's decapitated head. But she does look behind her and sees the mask of madness, and it calls to her. And she is not able to withstand its call. She starts stumbling back with the head of her sister. It's you even see this where she pulls up the head of her sister and she's talking to it. She is, well, should we? I don't believe that this. I hear you. I hear everything that you are saying. I I I supposed we must. And Demi reaches for the mask of madness and puts it on. And in that instant, you feel this stillness that happens within the room. It is like the stillness that happens right before, it's the eye of the storm. It's before a bomb would go off, that hesitant, before the beat is dropped. This expectant happens as Demi screams and galactic tendrils reach out from this mask, piercing the heads of both Bindi and Brunhilde and pulling them towards her to where Brunhilde is being held by the tendrils. You see a vacant look on her face. Bindi also held, a vacant look on hers, and this wildness in the eyes of Demi as you feel like it looks like her skin is trying to leave her body, like this force that is within her is too much to contain. As Demi takes 10 damage to her meat stack because the chaos god decides who they will give gifts to and who they will not. Any object that is misused or perverted or is not used by those that it is intended to be used by shall suffer its wrath.
She wasn't a follower of Asnu Baba, I guess.
I mean, I'm a follower of
Asnu Baba.
Do I notice anything when this happens, or like
give me a quick notice, Hexus. Either that or give me the last tribute in your performance pool, and I'll make this an automatic success.
Nah, I'm gonna use my notice. That's 1-4 and 1-1.
Okay, so for 1-4 for a tribute, you you look into the eyes, like Demi's eyes have changed once she has put on this mask of madness, of chaos, of your god, of Asnu Baba.
Nailed it.
Yeah. As you stare into the eyes, it is like you are staring into the eyes of your god, and your god is pissed. This was not supposed to happen, and he is not pleased. With that, you're able to tell that Asnu Baba prefers for either followers of himself or those that are strong enough to take on his power of his mask. So some he leaves behind, and others he then embraces to where they will be able to utilize his power. But no matter whether it is a follower of his or whether it is someone who can withstand his power, either will pay the price of the Mask of Madness.
For a second there, I thought, Hexus is chosen one. Here we go. But now I see the price. Probably not so cool. Okay.
Well, we've got options. I mean, we've got one beef stack, you know.
Mask should be destroyed, everybody. Like, I could be chosen one, but probably I'll die after. I kind of like it here at school. So, let's take care of that. I yell very quickly on not my turn.
Okay, so with that, all of you see Demi slump over to the side. It looks like she is going to be out for the count, out for this battle. The tendrils shake, and on both sides of her, Brunhilde and Bindi pull out you get the exact wording here, golden mead, and on both sides of her mouth have her chug it. So as she's chugging 2 golden mead, you see.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Are you? So it's basically what you're describing is a fantasy beer hat with the little beer cans that go for the tubes, but instead of the beer cans, they're people.
They're people. I love that I just broke Michelle.
Stupid. I love it though. Sorry, guys. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, no, literally. And as she is chugging this golden mead, you see her waver on her feet. She's breathing hard, but she's back. She's gripping onto Brunhilde as she's breathing hard, and she's unfocused. She doesn't know what's going on, but she is still wearing the Mask of Madness. And that brings us to Violet's turn.
Oh man, I've been struggling with choices. How close am I to all of this?
Okay, so when you landed, you in evasive procedure are within melee range of now it's Demi, Brunhilde, and connected Bindi. Like you're within melee range of them, but just on the outskirts of it. If you wanted to do a movement back into ranged, I'll let you have that movement for free.
Okay. I'm going to turn to evasive procedure real quick, and I'm going to say, I've got something real crazy up here. If I mess this up, you need to take that mask to Hexus. Pronto.
You will make a sacrifice of your flesh?
Yeah, if you want to put it that way.
I do want to put it that way. I could put it some other ways as well, but I thought that was pretty succinct.
Yeah, it's pretty succinct. Yeah, I don't like to think about it as my flesh, but sure. Yeah. Great.
My eyes are just like gleaming. I'm so excited.
There's something that I feel like I should mention here. It's like everything doesn't have to just be battle. This is open to your imagination of different ways that you want to do with this. There's also the option of, as a band, coming together and harmonizing for an attack. So you can utilize that also. That would be each of you concentrating on one particular thing, and then any tributes that you do can go into the performance pool and can be put towards an epic thing. Like that is a possibility.
Cool.
C major power chord. Anyone?
So how about once I get a chance to get an action or something like that, I can try to use my grimoire or whatever to try to do some sort of thing that'll let us like share the information that we have like as players, kind of metagamey wise, so that our players know that, and then we can come up with a plan of like basically of like what we're actually going to try to do, and then we can try to do that, I guess, as a band or something.
So you know what? At this point in the battle, where you have Demi collecting themselves, and we're waiting for Violet's move, if y'all want to just go ahead and role play this out between y'all definitely have the chance here. And even Rufus comes and flutters next to you. He's found a metal edged scarf from somewhere, and he's there if y'all need anything. You are doing so well.
You have a very cool accessory, but you are still not in the band. Ambient, you are in the band. We haven't taken a vote yet, but yes, you're in the band.
Excellent.
Rufus, go get everybody. We need to collect real quick.
I will get everyone because this is my band too. Snack Dragon. You see?
Okay, that is pretty good.
Rufus go and flutters around as Angel Witch in their changed form is regrouping. Now Snack Dragon, 2 C's, 2 words, is now huddled together and figuring out their next battle steps or next steps in general.
Okay. So.
I bring also my couple of gold scorpion people. They're part of the puzzle.
Yeah, my eagle's on my shoulder. Totally.
All right, there's a lot of animals going on in here, but
it's
totally
metal.
go for this. We got this. Okay, so I talked to Shrika. Well, she talked to me. They talked to me. The tiger talked to me.
I'm so jealous.
They're amazing.
That's neither here nor there.
We'll get to that in a second. All right. Okay, focus. Okay, so this mask is
Asnubaba.
Asnubaba. That's my god.
That
yeah.
god. Okay, so that god made that mask, and it's a mask of madness. And I guess it's only you have to be strong enough to wear it, which is weird. Where my god bestowed me with a lot of strength. Like I am feeling like beefy right now.
So you're saying we gotta get the mask to you?
Well, okay, thing is though, like if you put on, so Asnubaba follower also can put on, you still could become mad because the name of the whole shebang, Mask of Madness, is not gonna end super well for you. You get powerful for a little, but then like you can't take it off. You destroy everything you love.
Here's the thing, Hexus, is Demi put it on.
Yes.
And they weren't strong enough and are downed.
Yes.
If you put it on, do you think you're strong enough to withhold the madness?
I mean, if you understand the madness more, maybe you're worthy, whereas Demi was not.
I feel like even if worthy, you get a little crazy, but I don't know. Hex is always down for a party.
I mean, wouldn't you want to give in to the madness? Isn't that kind of Asnubaba's thing?
Like, okay, I guess so. I'm ready to try anything. Look, how about this? We try to get mask. I put on, defeat everyone, be real cool, me, that chosen one. Start to go crazy. You do have to kill me, though.
Can we power play this? Can we do something together that would make this mask work? So you can use my strength and you can harness the madness at the same time?
I mean, we're probably going to need your strength to rip the mask off of Demi's face.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, we use power of friendship for sure. Then I won't go crazy. You just keep me, in the right mindset.
Yeah, I'm not really your friend. I don't know you that well.
If you want to be in this band, you have to be Hex's friend.
But you know what you are? You're my soul sister.
Oh, I like that. It's good.
I believe that.
And as a soul
if you
sister,
need to get close enough to her to rip off the mask, I can shed a little light on the situation.
Like you turn on the flashlight, or you put the hole in the ceiling?
I do my thing. Remember the thing I did earlier? I do that thing. Everyone will look at me. All of you go around, get the mask while I just kind of glow in the dark.
Okay, so ambient serenity is distraction with light being cool. Violet vapors is powerhouse punchies to help get mask off Demi. And Mesa, what do you do?
I think I want to go when we're trying to get the mask off, because I think if we try to heal either of the Angel Witch members, like I think part of the reason they're clinging to the mask is pain. So if I can sedate them, or like you give them some sort of painkillers or something like that, like maybe that'll make it easier for us to remove the mask. Okay. And then of course, if you go crazy,
yes.
I'll help kill you.
Yeah, that's fine. I need like a friend who will sedate me, who understands my principles.
You? I guess I could do that. I mean, not my first choice, but
we only have 24 hours to go.
And pretend like
you get the idea.
I'm not here
because I want to be, but
I got the reference. It's very, very good.
Thank you.
It's like maybe I'm unconscious. I can't be mad. I just sleepy.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Then take mask back off. Put
I should put a little caveat out there that these little these galactic tundrils that are coming out, part of how our friend Virulent disappeared were those tundrils, and it's a very strong possibility that when this mask goes on, those tundrils could come out and attack your bandmates.
Unless, like you said, I am chosen one and won't happen. Bad thing.
With that being said, let's just say I'm technically yet not in the band. In case that does happen, you don't have to send a tendril out to me. Because, technically, we still haven't really voted on the aspect of it. Big battles started. I'm just trying to prove a point here.
So who's voting ambient in?
Rufus lands on your shoulder and wraps his wings around your head and goes, bandmate.
Yeah.
No, I think for this to succeed, we're all going to have to be completely committed.
Yes.
So you're either in the band or you're out, ambient.
Yes.
None of this waffling.
Fine, I'm in the band, but there's a clause in my contract that says I can go off and do a solo career.
Well, everybody has a rider. I mean,
Right.
My rider is about having the correct amount of M&Ms that are green. All right, let's do this team as a band, and maybe.
What are we calling ourselves?
Oh, we did not have
I mean, Snack Dragon. Actually, as much as I hate you, Rufus, it is the best that we've come up with so far.
Is that what we're landing on? Snack Dragon.
What about Snack Scorpion? Look at my Scorpion brothers and sisters. They go, yay.
So that's a you thing.
Yes. How is Rufus and us thing?
I mean, Snack Scorpion can be an instrumental side project.
All right, that's fine.
That could be the name of the first album.
What about, and I'm going to hold up my Eagles, the Eagles. Wait, damn. I think that one's taken. Okay, I'm going to shop
What if it was the Eagles of death metal? No? That's also taken.
Working title, Snack Dragons.
What is it that y'all are doing as a band? Who's doing which action for this this harmonized effort?
So I'm gonna stand center and use my ability to summon Spotlight to get all their attention on me, while the rest of the band goes to attack and actually get the mask. I think at least that's what I thought we were gonna try and do. That I could be way off. I'll send my eagle to somewhere.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna rip the mask off myself too.
Yeah, I was gonna distract the.
Yeah,
people.
I mean, I can go with you and try to anesthetize and help you with getting the mask off. But I mean, I think there probably will be some ripping involved.
I will position myself so I'm ready to receive mask, and I send Scorpion friends to protect me on the way.
Okay, so we have your scorpion, your summoned scorpions that are going to be surrounding Hexus. Violet Vapors and Hexus are both going for the mask. Invasive procedure. You are going to try to sedate which band member? You can't just blanket them all.
Well, I've got two hands, so I'm thinking one for each of the ones that's on the side.
Your god doesn't know you like that, so you can go for one.
All right. I guess probably I'm gonna go with Brunhild then, because I think that she's probably stronger and providing more of the oomph for this.
Okay, so you're gonna go for Brunhild. Great. Hexus and Violet are both going for Demi, who is currently catching her breath and is wearing the mask. And Ambient, you are going to be like basically a solar golden flare that you are going to send to get everybody's attention. Where are you sending your eagle?
I'm gonna send it with my soul sister, Violet.
Okay.
Since she's gonna be doing the ripping. Get a little talent action in there, I guess.
Oh, right. Oh, I am so interested to see how this goes.
I hope the gods of metal favor us in this.
Yeah, right?
So wait, we're all still huddled. So I'm gonna okay, on the count of 3. Dragon snap. Is it dragon snap?
Snack dragon.
Snap dragon. 1, 2, 3. Wait, but are we gonna do 1, 2, 3 snap dragon or 1, 2 snap dragon on 3? We have to decide. This is the okay.
But it's also snack like eating snack dragon, not the snap,
Yes.
not snap.
You eat
Snap dragon's another thing.
That's even better. I love food. Let's go. Hands in.
Who's counting?
Someone else has to count. I came up with the idea.
I'm the dancer. Here we go. I'm gonna on the 8, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Snack dragon.
Rufus and the Rockers.
I slap Rufus away.
So, for the Angel Witch final form, this legendary metal beast that they have now become and are still trying to recover from, they are now going to share initiative, and it will be whoever their highest initiative roller was, which was Bindi. So now
the
all
benefits
of
of
their actions,
Voltroning.
they are literally, this is literally a metal as fuck Voltron happening right now. It is a good idea to get this mask away from them. So I'll just say that. So they will be sharing Bindi's initiative and doing attacks as it goes. So you have huddled, you know what you're doing, and so Violet and Hexus, y'all are very close to initiative order. You're both going to be striding forward to try to rip this mask off of Demi. What skills do you want to utilize for this? You have 1 tribute in your performance pool right now. Keeping in mind, you can do other actions to try to build tribute or do something in a different way to also try to build tribute.
So an idea that I wanted to kind of do right before I rip it off is I'm going to take my raspberry beret and I'm going to start juggling it again like I did before. And I want to actually use my detect emotions on the mask.
Oh, your feelings. Oh, okay.
I want to understand, because you had described earlier that the god was angry, but I want to understand if the mask itself would be upset to like be taken.
Okay, so as a way to know the best way to seize hold of and pull off the mask, you're going to do a feelings roll for me. So go ahead and give that to me. Hexus, what is your...
Could I wait for her to see what the best thing
Absolutely.
is first, and then
Yeah, Violet, you're going to reach into the feelings of this mask. So
Okay.
go ahead and give me, you will, that is 3d4, please. And you do have this this solitary tribute in your performance pool if you want to add that into this.
I'm good because I got 2 4s and a 1.
Woo!
Okay, so go ahead and absorb in that feedback. Where is everybody on feedback right now?
I have 2.
I have 2 as well.
Fine.
That's my first for the evening, unless we're compiling from last time.
It's I believe we should compile from last time if you were a part of it. So 3.
I'm still at 2. I
2.
didn't get any last time.
Oh.
Since I'm assisting Violet with this, can I use my pharmacopoeia is kind of like a medicine sort of skill, right?
It's medicine. It's also poison. You can reverse
Oh,
engineer. Yeah, it's like what can heal can also harm type of a deal. So if you
okay.
wanted to bust out some poisons, like with your whole sedation thing, or a paralyzing agent, for instance, pharmacopoeia would be what you'd want.
Yes to all of that. I have 10 syringe fingers I can use for different substances. So I'm going to make a cocktail of different things that is sedatives and poisons. I'll call it the fists of pharmacon, and I'll be using this to just sort of plug these into Brunhild's face,
Okay, so
particularly at the points where the tendrils seem to be attached, like with sort of surgical precision.
Okay, so when it comes to your turn, we're going to have you doing that to Brunhilde. So,
Okay.
Violet Vapors, you got two tributes for this. Do you want to use both for this to be able to find the feelings
Yeah, I
of
think
this mask?
this is a big ask. I think I'm gonna have to utilize it.
Okay. Violet, as you are streaking towards this mask, you take a second within the pause, the pause between heartbeats of that rhythmic pounding that happens, and you reach out utilizing the power of your god to delve into the feelings of the Mask of Madness, utilizing both of your tributes for this. You literally touch the essence of chaos, and it almost destroys your mind. Touching into the feelings of what is literal madness, what is literal insanity, that gleaming edge of everything that's supposed to be, everything that is, and everything that is lied about. And having that just be woven in on itself. You understand Hexus better than you could have ever thought that you would understand somebody with touching this mask. You know, with the feelings that this mask imbues upon you, that this mask is used to only being presented once every what is an annual year in Ragnarok. It is supposed to be a centerpiece of Lord Acheron's ball within Hull House. That has been bastardized, and because of that, because it is an extension of As New Baba, that is why it's upset. That is why it is imploding denizens. That is why it is sending avatars back into Mondania around it, keeping some, but not others. What you realize is that this mask feels hella disrespected, and it is lashing out on the world. It does not like who is wearing it right now. They are not strong enough. They are not a follower of As New Baba, and this mask is about to utilize this body to unleash some holy hell. Basically, this is a metal as fuck tantrum that is about to happen right now, utilizing the powers of the god of chaos.
Cool.
So with all of that, the best way to get this mask off of somebody else is to make it feel incredibly respected in all of its power, to be able to release the body that it's on, to then continue with the actual ceremony that is supposed to happen. So those are your feelings with your two tributes that you put into that.
So okay, so as a player understanding real quick,
you can shout that out to everybody else.
Yeah, totally. So it doesn't need to be worn, it just needs to be worshipped. That's what I'm understanding.
It needs to be off of who it is right now, because it's about to unleash holy hell.
Mm-hmm.
And then it does need to be worshipped. So you can choose to do that worship by wearing it, or you can choose to do that worship in a different way.
Copy. So as I'm like running over there and I catch all of this, I would love to do an epic knee slide towards it. Like just like shredding it, like just killing this. And like as I like land, I'd love to kind of like bow to the mask and look up and go, let me take you to your rightful place.
Very nice. Okay, so that is your action and your movement, your bouffant and your high pony just like flutter in like this epic display of stunts that happens with you bowing to this mask. Hexus, you are next up.
So if I hear what Violet just yells about the facts you just said, I see her bowing. I run in and I knee slide also, and I just talk to my god.
Oh, are you going to do implore?
Can I? Do we have a tribute, right? So you do that?
You have a tribute. Do you want to
We're gonna talk to Asli Baba. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Finally.
All right. So I'm going to need for you to roll your implore.
Okay.
You've used a tribute to unlock it. Your implore is a 4. You have a really good connection with your god. So roll 4 d4s, and keeping in mind before you roll any feedback that you get, tell me what you got.
Oh no, I got 2 4s and 2 1s.
Okay, all of your feedback is doubled when you implore your god. So you now have a total of 9 feedback. So you are on the cusp of being vibrated out of Ragnarock into Mundania.
I got 1 more feedback left, y'all.
I thought you went to 11. Don't you have a?
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
You have 11. So you have.
I just agreed because I'm bad at math. Okay, I was like, I must be doing it wrong. I don't know how to minus simple numbers.
Okay, so you have 2 feedback left before you will be vibrated back and drawn into Mundania. Keeping in mind, that's not the end of your thing. You have to complete tasks in Mundania to become epic again to be able to come back into Ragnarok.
Okay. But it won't happen because Hexus has chosen one now. All right. I kind of like part a certain section of my hair, and then I whip it around. Baba, come the chat.
So with this, you are beseeching your god, imploring Asnu Baba, keeping in mind the god of madness, the god of chaos. As you implore him, I'm going to make sure that I get everything that is yes. So Hexus, with the fire burning behind you, that is completely accurate with this, while you are bestowed upon this vision of your god, these flowing red and black cape that connects to a hood. There is literally, it's like a river of fire, of galactic destruction, with planets bobbing within its wake, flowing towards and away from the face of Asnu Baba. Behind, there is a gray sky and a rainbow arc, kind of like a lens flare that happens above the hooded face. The eyes are of this they're imbued with green and slant off way to the side. It's like their eyes are here but everywhere at the same time. And within this androgynous yet slightly masculine face, you see he focuses on you. You feel the power of his gaze as he looks at you, and he gives your god has given you an accepting nod.
Hey.
What is it that you are imploring your god for?
wanted to ask permission first. You are great god that I've worshipped for my entire time here on Ragnarock as the mighty avatar of your bidding. But I must ask permission to put on mask and right all the wrongs put upon your favor. Please, if I don't know, like, order of requests, but that's how I'm trying to pass it out.
You see this this green sheen from the eyes as they look at you and hear everything that you're saying, and it gathers forth into this golden beam, this green beam in front of their face. You see as one of their hands with this beam reaches out to one of the planets that is within the galactic river of fire in front of it. It crushes a planet. Utilizing that Beatrice from this crushed planet, they stick that as a lens, as a funnel in front of this golden beam, this green beam, and shoots it out towards you. This imbues your head right here. And inside, you feel the very essence of chaos, which is like mother's milk to you because you are a child of chaos. This is where you live. This is your God. They are bestowing, they are blessing. And Asnu Baba has given you permission to utilize his mask if you are able to pass a trial. So if you pass the trial of Asnu Baba, you will pay no price of madness or health. So you have now been given that blessing. Very huge deal.
I mean, I thought we were going to defeat madness with power of friendship, but maybe this way is faster. Okay. I take it. Thank you, Asnu Baba! No one shall ever mispronounce your name in this game again!
And that is his mighty cloak folds forward. And then you are left with this enticing vision of your God, of the chaos that lies on the razor edge of everything.
So cool.
And now it is legendary beast, Angel Witch in their final forms turn. Oof. All right. Okay. Bindi looks up and you see even like a subtle clearing of their eyes as they look over at Demi and they look over at Brunhilde, realize what is happening because this has actually happened to them before. And you hear Bindi cry out, and you see her automaton's hands as they come up, her leg slash hands like come up, and she goes, "Not again." And then she takes this turn to wait and to refuel her power of bombs away that she utilized before. So she is using that turn to do that. Brunhilde. Yep. Brunhilde looks over at all of you within melee range of their final form. Opens her mouth and realizes that she is not Demi. She cannot do Slaughter of the Shattered because she is not holding on to Destra's head. She's not able to call her forth. Brunhilde is not able to utilize this power. Demi, however, connected to Bindi and also Brunhilde, realizes that Destra needs to be called forth to be able to utilize Slaughter of the Shattered. So you see and feel, and invasive, you actually feel this the most than anybody else. They are calling the dead. Demi does this siren song, this heart aching, like, towards her sister Destra, calling her soul back into her avatar's head. And with that, you see this streaming, it's like a greenish black that comes, it permeates through the room, and it all culminates into Destra's head, which Demi has never let go of, even though she's still holding on to the mask. She holds up her decapitated sister's head, and all of you watch as Destra's body reforms underneath the decapitated head. Sinew, skin, completely naked, but metal as fuck and alive, as she holds on to Demi and melds into her skin to where it is the two of them. And now from here on out, anyone within the party of Angel Witch can use Slaughter of the Shattered, which would affect your entire party.
I've seen this video. It's the two girls, one mask thing, right? What's happening. What's happening?
I think we're all supposed to die, so that like a band of like magic friendship will come in and revive us to do the second battle. Is that not what's happening?
Yeah. Is this the Empire Strikes Back? Is this the low point of the narrative where we
still
lose?
escape with one of our arms.
Oh.
Ambient, you've gone ahead and you've done your summon the spotlight power.
Mm-hmm.
Literally with you, what direction are you heading towards them? Are you heading away from them? What is the direction that you're going into with summon the spotlight?
Well, my goal was to obviously take center stage and draw the attention, so that way the rest of my party could do their shenanigans, with all of the big baddies focus on me.
They definitely have your focus. You are this gleaming golden beacon, this golden light filled with presence that you command a room simply by standing within it. The very fact of your existence is then amplified up to 11. You're not only going to control what they are paying attention to, but also everyone else in the room, because everybody else has been watching this the entire time. They're somewhat realizing what's going on. What I would love for you to do, Bonnie, is Ambient, is for you to go ahead and give me a roll on your highest stat, Legendsmith, with this. Usually this is a Magicka, but I want you to give me Legendsmith, because I want to see how the rest of the room is reacting to this as well.
Oh, okay. Okay. 2 4s, a 1, and a 3. So
Okay.
I'm up to 3 feedback now.
Excellent. With your 2 tribute, that is definitely enough to get the entire VIP inner sanctum on the side of Snack Dragon. You are literally pouring your soul out in song. You're telling of the, albeit short, expanse of Snack Dragon.
I also want to double down on the fact that I heard Violet say, was it Violet or Hexus? What someone said it, how the mask, it was Violet. The mask needs to be worshipped. So as I'm like commanding the room, the song I'm singing is a worshiping song to madness, like, you know, madness calling, sanity falling, or something like that. Like just like singing to chaos, to command the attention of the mask, if that makes sense.
this epic wooing that is happening to everything that is madness and chaos, that definitely surrounds the mask with a feeling of worship. Like, this is what is supposed to happen. This is how the mask is supposed to be worshipped. And anyone extremely close to the mask, which would be Hexus and Violet, you actually see that it detaches from Brunhild and also Bendy to where it is just wrapped in Demi with the tendrils waving. So now there is just Demi to contend with because the mask is listening. Invasive. You are going to sedate Brunhilda.
Can I change my target now that I see that this has happened over
Absolutely. Who's
to
your
Demi
target
instead?
now?
Oh, Demi, easily, or whatever this conjoined avatar is now.
At this point, Demi is the only one that is utilizing the power of the mask. Go ahead and give me you're sedating, so give me a pharmacopoeia roll.
All right.
That's 4d4s.
That is 2 4s and 2 1s.
How many feedback does that give you now?
That brings me up to 4 feedback.
Okay. So, invasive procedure. Tell me how it looks for you springing forward to sedate Demi.
I think like my robes, they're sort of cinched at the waist with the sort of waist cincher made out of flesh. And there's the sort of skirt, which at this point is just these, tattered strips below now from the stuff I did earlier. But I think he literally just kind of like pulls off the shoulders and sleeves. And underneath, you can see that he's just got this sort of heavily scarified body. And you can see his complete arms now. And the places where all the metal parts of his, his instrument hands are, where they meet his flesh, it's just like raw, and it looks like it's been very painfully like sort of grafted onto his limbs. But yeah, then all of his fingers, are switching the sort of Swiss Army hands to these different syringes, and he just plunges them into both sides of Demi and Destra. And then you see just these pistons and stuff, these sort of cables, and you see like blood and drugs and all sorts of things just pouring out of his fingers into the form of this creature.
And as that happens, and as these needles pierce Destra and Demi's flesh, it's like their skin crawls around. It's like it's an ocean effect that happens. And as it is rippling forward and as it pulls them down, it flutters underneath the mask. And the mask, which previously looked adhered, slants a little bit off to the left as Demi slumps down to the ground. Destra seems like she's trying to hold her up, and then also nods and nods. And as they both slump to the ground, half awake, but mostly out of it, the mask slightly canted on their face. And it brings us to Violet's turn.
Awesome. So I'm a grabby that. I'm just, because I'm bowing, I'm gonna just very ceremoniously try to grab the mask.
Okay. So for this, I want to utilize your avatar god within yourself. I want you to roll your magicka for this because this is a legendary artifact. So that's 3d4s.
Well, that's a 1-4 and 2 3s.
Okay. Do you have anything in your tribute pool? Okay. All right. So that isn't enough to grab the mask completely off of Demi.
Mm-hmm.
So for this, the power that's inside of you has beseeched towards the mask. All of this is a harmonizing effect all together. Everybody's actions is going towards this. The mask almost is almost besieged enough to release this body. Violet, I need for you to also do, since you are the first to touch the mask, I need for you to do another feelings check. That's 3d4. I need to see what the mask is going to do to you.
Woo! Okay. Well, they're all threes.
As you grab this mask, Violet, very respectfully and reverentially, you are hit with the epitome of madness. This chaos, the thing that it demands is your particular truth. I need for Violet Vapors to give and verbalize to the room, which everybody's paying attention thanks to ambient serenity. You have to tell your deepest and darkest innermost fears before all that are present. If you do not tell your deepest, darkest fear, the mask will know. And there will be repercussions.
Wow. Okay.
If you refuse to tell, then you will take damage, but you won't have to tell your innermost fear.
My innermost fear is not being accepted for who I am. I'm constantly being told that I'm not good enough to be anything that I've wanted to be. And anytime I ever spoke to any of my fathers, they always told me to just stay focused and keep on track. And I don't want to do that. I want to show my epic expression. And for that, that is my biggest fear, is not being able to do that.
The mask hears you. And most importantly, it also hears the truth and the authenticity which chaos and madness is about. Your righteous cause of light the way with epic expression resonates throughout your words. So the mask does no damage to you. It almost lifts completely off into your hand. As you lift it forward, the tendrils, though, are still searching. They're still itching. Hexus.
I slide right over there, and while Violet's still holding it, I don't even touch it. I just put my face behind her hand where she's holding it.
You slam your face into the mask of madness.
Slam my face into the mask.
Do you headbang into the mask of madness?
Yes, and it looks very cool. The hair is everywhere. You can't not see hair. It's great.
Okay, yes. As Hexus, literally, after the mask has been worshipped through song thanks to ambient serenity, after its previous avatar that dared to touch it has been sedated by invasive procedure, after Violet has entreated it with authenticity and truth, which chaos thrives on, to then have an agent of chaos, its child of Asnu Baba, then head slam into the mask of madness. There is a concussive force that then blasts everybody except for your band and Rufus back away from it. You are all engulfed into this fiery galactic fear, and all of you sphere, and all of you then gaze upon the visage of Asnu Baba. And it's not from far away. This is the god of chaos. His face is sitting right on your nose, staring into each of your eyes. Invasive procedure, you feel a little bit of a kinship. Calamity is all about feelings and goodness knows this God has a lot of feelings to be able to connect with. Ambient and violet with Shrika, with illusion and charm. You feel the starkness that is the complete opposite of that out of Asnu Baba. And Ambient in particular, with the way that you were able to worship and bring forth with your song, you feel Asnu Baba's gaze, and it's not stark, it's not piercing. It's like he wants to understand. Chaos wants to understand you. That's a hell of a thing. And Hexus, your god, this father yet androgynous figure, then reaches for you and plucks the mask from on top of your face while also blessing the top of your head, lifts it away, gathering all of you within his galactic fire robes. You're then whisked down into the main hall of Hull House, into the middle of the Lord of Asteron's ball, which was supposed to happen with Angel Witch as the headliners. However, Snack Dragon, appearing forth from the cape of Asnu Baba as the mask of madness adorns his own face, standing behind you, his robes flowing. You then begin your concert to all of the denizens within Hollisk House. It is epic on so many levels. The fact that you came from zero notoriety to you were literally here riding on somebody else's coattails as security detail to being the headliners of the annual event of Lord Acheron's ball. Not only that, but apparently have the blessing of Asnu Baba as he wears the mask of madness. Your tale is told far and wide. Your notoriety skyrockets up to a notoriety of 2, which is ridiculous. It should have been 1. The tales of this time will continue forward, but they are not the first metal as fuck tale of Snack Dragon.
I wish you could have heard the song, but this is just a tribute. So
yes, exactly. It's just a tribute. And
we would play the full song that we did,
and like in the background dancers are just the gold scorpions. Who are like, man, we're still here.
I mean, if we played the actual song, like it would just be so face melting that you know, we're not going to do that to you.
We don't want to do this to the viewers. I mean, it would be too much, you know. They already know too much. They know too much already.
Exactly. They've been here with this adventure, and who knows the future adventures that would be told. So yes, remember to bank tribute in the future. Y'all utilize this so well. Thank you so much for co-creating with me tonight. Everyone, go ahead and give a quick roll of who you are, where they can find you, starting with Bonnie.
Hi everyone, I'm Bonnie Gordon. You can find me everywhere at Bonnie Bell G and at Library Bards.
And Cynthia.
You can find me on Twitter at CinDancer or Instagram, Cynthia__Marie.
Alquin.
You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram as Different Elves. That's different_elves.
Michelle.
You can find me at Instagram and Twitter at I am Chubby Bunny.
And I'm Markia McCarty. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Markia McCarty. It's just my name spelled all together. And thank you so much to Knox Weiler Birth, who is amazing and helps so much with stats and everything. A producer here on Hunters Entertainment. Thank you for all that you do. Alex Hillman, thank you for everything that you do. Our community guy, our community manager. It's like, you know, Alex. That should be his tagline, you know, Alex. Thank you so much to JB Jar, our technical director, for keeping us looking fresh and so clean. Thank you so much to our mods. We could not do this without you. Thank you for everything that you do. You light the metal underneath our you light the fire underneath our metal tires. So and with that, keep in mind that this was the last installment before our Kickstarter of Gods of Metal Ragnarok. On this Monday, 7 a.m., our Kickstarter for Ragnarok is dropping. Go ahead and follow us now. Mods, please go ahead and drop the link right now for everyone. It is so many levels of epic. It is not just a game, it is also an album. There is an album, two sides on it with names that you know, like Motorhead, like Anthrax, like Butcher Babies. Do you know Bloody Wood, Indian street metal? I'm telling you, this is part of the role-playing game, this role-playing heavy metal epic fantasy that is Ragnarok. So 7 a.m. Monday, January 25th. Just follow us and you'll get the notification with it. But it's about to get real metal up in here. So thanks so much for joining us tonight. And whatever the rest that you do with your time, just remember that 2021 is better than the years before it, particularly the one right before it. And we will see you in the latter part of this. We love you. Keep it metal, keep it real, and play your games.